What's the Church of Scientology so afraid of?
This is SPTV.
Welcome back, everyone, for a little bit more SPTV. This morning, we're going to, I guess it's afternoon at this point, we're going to enjoy a little bit of satire. And you know why I wanted to share this? Because it actually had me fooled for a second. This had me fooled. You know, Scientology is one of those things where it gets to a point where it can be different. It can be difficult to differentiate between real life and satire. And I want to show you, this is something, some clever person put this on the internet, that body thetans and overstimulated body thetans of a Scientologist are actually responsible for refund requests as someone moves up the OT levels. Let me share this with you guys. It almost got me. This almost got me. Okay, I'm going to define some terms here because we're just having fun. Knots series. So knots, let me change the view here. OT5 in Scientology is called knots. Knots is one of those acronyms of an acronym. knots stands for New Era Dianetics for OTs, or NED for OTs. And we don't have to get any deeper into the weeds than that. But one of the reasons this piece of satire almost got me is because everything about Scientology's upper levels are completely confidential. So any of the references, any of the technical bulletins, the red on white issues about knots are things no Scientologist has ever read unless they have done the Class 9 auditor course. And the Class 9 auditor course has probably been done by less than 1,000 people in the history of this sector of the Galactic, the Galactic Confederacy. Okay, so that's what knots is. Knots series. It would be a series of these technical bulletins on how to deliver OT5. Okay, BTs, blows, and refunds. All right, so let's just define a couple of these things. BTs. Guys, if you have ever seen South Park and their show about Scientology, and they talk about Xenu, and they talk about, I think in South Park, they said the Thetans. In Scientology on OT3, you learn for the first time that L. Ron Hubbard is telling you that what's wrong with you is you have tens of thousands of disembodied alien spirits stuck to your body. Tens of thousands of them. And you have to get rid of them by telepathically doing a Scientology auditing or a counseling process with them to get them to sort of wake up, realize, who they are, what they are, where they are, and they wake up and they pop off of your body, they disattach themselves, and they go and they pick up a baby body, they jump into a baby body, and they grow up to be a good person, a Scientologist, etc. Those spirits that are stuck to you that you only learn about on OT3 are called body thetans or BTs. It's one of the most secretive words in Scientology. You're not even allowed to say the word BT or body thetan unless you're in a locked, controlled, secure, confidential Scientology room. Anyway. Okay, so moving on. And blows and refunds. A blow in Scientology is an unauthorized departure, either from a place or an auditing session or anything. Okay, so not series 21, BTs, blows, and refunds. In certain rare instances, the pre-OT can manifest the intention to blow Scientology. And this can be traced back to overstimulated BTs. Okay, so real quick, a pre-OT is someone in Scientology who is receiving auditing and has already achieved Scientology's state of clear. Until you achieve the state of clear, you're referred to as a PC or a pre-clear. So if someone says, what does PC mean? Or what does pre-clear mean? It's anyone who's receiving auditing, Scientology auditing, who has not yet attested to Scientology state of clear. Once you attest to clear, they can't call you a PC anymore, so they call you a pre-OT. All right. So in certain rare instances, the pre-OT can manifest the intention to blow Scientology, which would mean to leave Scientology. And in this case, and this can be traced back to over-stimulated BTs. Left unhandled, the BTs tend to cluster and begin making demands for a refund of monies paid to the org. As this severely endangers the pre-OT's eternity, it is imperative that this be detected and handled as soon as the situation begins to develop. Early diagnostic indicators, which, if left unhandled, result in a refund demand are A, pre-OT not continuing to pay for auditing, B, pre-OT claims they do not have sufficient cash to buy intensives, yet they are obsessed with driving a late model car or owning a home rather than sharing a rented apartment with other Scientologists. C, pre-OT complains that they did not get any of the promoted states, powers, supernatural abilities, or miracles that LRH guaranteed. By the way, this is other than the general, this couldn't possibly be true, is it? Other than that general flavor of this reference, this is sort of the first hint that this is not genuine, not the real thing, because L. Ron Hubbard never refers to himself really in the third person that way. So, okay. When pre-OTs complain about not getting what I paid for and other similar low-tone dramatizations, it is really the BTs that are nattering. Find the BTs and then thoroughly check them until they confess their crimes. If this does not resolve the complaints, run grade 0 to 4 on them. This can take multiple intensives for the first several BTs being handled, costing the pre-OT quite a fortune. However, this has the beneficial effect of raising the pre-OT's necessity level, whereupon they will begin using intention to keep their nattering BTs quiet. Again, this is a clever piece of satire because it is written in a way very similar to how L. Ron Hubbard wrote and spoke. And yet this is another example where somehow there's just something about this last sentence structure that doesn't ring true to how Scientologists actually speak, whereupon they will begin using intention. Intention is a very popular word in Scientology. It can be used in a similar way. It's just that this exact way of using it, not quite accurate. Okay. We got to change my view here real quick. There we go. Once the BTs have been thusly muzzled, the pre-OT can continue their undistracted journey up the bridge with all of the promised miraculous results. L. Ron Hubbard, founder. This piece of satire almost got me, particularly last night when I wasn't fully awake and paying full attention. I was like, oh my God, is this real? And then I was like, no, but if it almost tricked me, I wonder if there are people out there who do think it's real and it's funny enough to do a video about anyway. And and it's just Sunday. We're just having fun. I'm about to get ready to head back to the hotel now that I'm well fed, well rested, and I have clean clothes. So that's nice. Thank you, Leah Remini. Yeah, so I don't know. For those of you guys who've been watching a bunch of my videos, I'm staying at a very particular. The hotel that I'm staying at is a very unique place. Anyway, I don't know how to explain it any different than that. But they had availability for the entire time I was planning on being in LA, except for Saturday night. And it's not normal to make a hotel reservation by breaking it up with one night in between, but I had no choice. And that's why Leah Remini was kind enough to let me stay with her. And that's why you have this space here that you might recognize, which is the space she usually records from. And yeah. Okay. So let's see, guys. I don't want to, haven't been looking at the live chat, but I'm jumping over there right now. Oh, let's see. Guess breakfast is done. Time for the lunch order. Yeah, I just had to turn down the lunch order. She keeps trying to stuff me full of food, and I'm full. I'm probably well fed for the next 3 days. Fabian and Deal, show your current surroundings. Ron. Well, these are my current surroundings, but I can't pick up the camera and turn it all around and whatever's. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, John Sostowski, French dip updates. I'm feeling like tomorrow's going to be the French dip day. Wait. What's today? Is today Sunday? No. Today could still be the French dip day. I'm going to go check back into the hotel. I'll have nothing to do for the rest of the afternoon. Time to go get a French dip sandwich. I mean, what's going on with Aaron's eye? What's wrong with my eye? Oh, do you mean this thing? What's wrong? What's happening here? Oops. What's wrong with Aaron's eye? I don't know what you're talking about, Lizzie. But anyhow, if it's this, is it this? This has been there for years and years. It just might not be as obvious in normal lighting. Let me see. Scrolling down, guys. Not looking to make a long video out of this one. Emily Case, has anyone ever taken a restraining order out against the church or all members of the church? Not that I know of. I know there is an injunction that exists between Scientology and Mark Bunker. And Scientology loves to call that an injunction against Mark Bunker, but it is in fact not an injunction against Mark Bunker. It is an injunction against both parties. Scientology very conveniently likes to leave that part out. So whereas Mark Bunker is required to stay a certain distance away from certain Scientology buildings, certain Scientologists, certain named Scientologists, Scientologists are also required to maintain a certain distance away from Mark Bunker. That's the closest thing I have to an answer to that question. Tamara, French Dip Fund, enjoy AA run. So yes, and I do understand there's multiple places to get these amazing, legendary French dip sandwiches. I'm going to go to Felipe's. That's where I'm going to go. And yeah, look, what is it now? 2:20 on a Sunday afternoon. If Felipe's is still open in a couple hours, I'm going to be there. All right, everybody. This has just been a little bit of fun. Hope you guys don't mind. I try not to flood you guys with content unnecessarily, but you know, it's Sunday afternoon. What am I going to do? I got nothing to do. All right, everyone. Thank you for watching. Thanks to everyone who watches until the very end. Let me hide the comments, and I'll talk to you guys soon.
Okay, if you want to see my rock and roll songs, click right on this guitar. And if you want to see a different one of my videos, then you could click right inside here. If you have subscribed or not, subscribe right here. Bye.